Stop. Good Friday evening, YouTuberinos. We hope everyone's doing well tonight. In this video, Savanna is going to read some more of the manual on her Braille Sense YouTube.
We are doing the section of the help overview. Specifically, we're going to focus on the rear panel and the front panel. Specifically, this is section 1.2.4, and this is part 2 of the help overview. Section 1.2.4, the rear panel. On the far left of the rear panel is a small round recess with a dot-like button inside. This is the reset button. If your unit is not responding/corresponding properly, you can press this button to force a soft reboot of the unit and for the unit. Note, do not press the reset button for more than 5 seconds. It takes about 15 seconds for your unit to complete the reboot process. You can also perform a soft reset by pressing the following function tab keys located at the top, middle, upper areas of the unit. Specifically, the corresponding function keys that you'll want to select is F2, F3, followed by the Perkins style typing keys, such as dots 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. If you hold down dots 1 and 2, the reset button, such as with the reset button, with the power on, the Braille Sense U2 reboots without synthesized TTS, labeled respectively as synthesized text-to-speech. To the right of the reset button is the local area network LAN port. To be specific, this is for internet connecting. For those of you learning Unified English Braille, labeled respectively as UEB, please note that the word LAN, such as the letters of the word, are all in all caps. Before the word LAN, there are parentheses, a beginning parentheses bracket and an ending parentheses bracket. Beginning parentheses is dot 5, dash 1, 2, and 6, such as dots 1, 2, and dot 6. Ending parentheses is followed by dot 5, then followed via dots 3, 4, dash 5, 6. This local area is known as the network LAN port. If you connect the Braille Sense U2 to an Ethernet interface, you can connect to the internet and search for things on the World Wide Web, allowing you to browse websites as well as send and receive incoming and outgoing emails. Mainly, this applies to receiving incoming emails. To the right of the LAN port is another USB host port, labeled respectively as the USB wall jack. Next to the USB port is a video output VGA port. The video output port can be used to display the output of the Braille display on a standard video monitor. To use this port, you must turn it on from within the Global Options menu located directly within the Start menu, also known as the File Manager. And to look at this in more of an iOS perspective, or more so on an adapted iOS perspective, it's known as the home screen of the Braille Sense U2 with all the different manufactured icons. Please note, to get to the file manager, you can simply press the F1 key located to the left, directly below the backspace key. This port is very beneficial when using the BrailleSense U2 in educational settings. Specifically, these educational settings apply to high school classes at the college level or regular high school classes at the regular high school level. On the far right of the rear panel is a rectangular cavity used for connecting the detectable and detachable battery. Mainly, this is known as a detachable battery. The battery is packaged separately from the unit when the BrailleSense U2 is shipped to individuals either in high school or a graduate of high school or about to receive vocational prep training at a vocational rehabilitation center through the NFB, labeled respectively as the National Federation of the Blind. Please insert the battery into this rectangular slot until you feel it click into place. To remove the battery, please locate the triangular shaped latch on the underside of the unit. While using your left hand, pull the latch to the right and use your right hand to pull the battery out of the compartment. Please note that when you insert/remove the battery, this battery must be done carefully, successfully, safely, and calmly, and slowly, so as not to damage the compartment of your unit. This concludes section 1.4 of the rear panel. Please stay tuned for section 1.2.5. Section 1.2.5, the front panel. On the far left of the front panel is an emblem displaying the location of the GPS antenna.
Speech off.
To the right of the GPS emblem is the stereo microphone jack, used for connecting an external microphone or LAN-level recording surface. To the right of the microphone jack is the stereo headphone jack. To the right of the headphone jack is another 3-positioned slide switch. This is the media mode switch and determines which type of media the media buttons control. This switch is explained in more detail in the next section. To the right of the media switch, such as the media mode switch, are 5 buttons of varying shapes. These buttons control media playback. As explained above, the type content controlled by these buttons depends on the position of the media mode, also known as the media mode switch. These buttons can control media playback, daisy playback, or the FM radio. These 5 buttons are explained further in the FM radio, daisy, and media chapters of this manual user guide. To the right of the media switch and to the right of the media buttons is the on/off switch. This on/off switch is for turning on and turning off the unit. To turn on the unit, push the switch to the right. To turn off the unit, please repeat this action. To be familiar with your work area based on the switch and how it's tactilely easy for you to feel, the switch goes horizontal, also known as going sideward. Orientation and mobility applies to anybody using adaptive technology for completing tasks. even if that means powering a unit on or powering the unit off. Congratulations! You are now familiar with the basic functions of the buttons and ports of the BrailleSense U2. The rest of the manual discusses each function in greater detail to help you maximize the positional and potential preferences of your BrailleSense U2. Well, guys, thanks so much for tuning in to both sections, such as 1.4 and 1.2.5, such as the topics involving the rear panel and the front panel. For more training on this unit, please visit the following website: www.hems-inc.com. For more videos regarding the BrailleSense U2, please be sure to subscribe. We thank you for watching our videos, and on the HEMS Inc. website, you can find the detailed list for contacting the tech support team. The tech support team is open from 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. CDT and is located out of the state of Texas. Thank you, and we look forward to giving you Part 3. Part 3 will talk about hardware specifications. Thank you so much for watching.